Oh, hello guys, legoshowtv here, and today we are doing the largest Lego Ninjago Legacy set ever, and for 2021. This is at 71741 Ninjago City Gardens, 5,685 pieces, ages 14 plus. This is the 10-year anniversary Lego Ninjago set. Comes with Young Lloyd, Kai, and Zane. Also includes Urban Cole, Urban J, Urban Nia, Misako, Clutch Powers, and Ronan. Mechanic, Cece, and Christina. Hi, Aline, and Kaito. May, Scoop, and Tito. Also includes the limited edition Golden Woo. Here are some of the features of the set right here and right here. You can expand with the docks and the city, which I've already reviewed. Alright, it's time to build this thing, and here's a good look at how it looks with all the sections apart on the box. Let's get to building. Once I have reviewed all of the layers here of Ninjago City Gardens, we will have a big camera overview of all of them stacked together. So all the layers stacked together accordingly. We will have a big overview of what it looks like together once all of it is stacked up here in my studio. So let's get into it. The best way to do this is in sections. So this is the first section I'm reviewing, so let's go. I have to say this is probably the amount of detail put into this set is absolutely amazing, and I couldn't have asked for a more challenging build, because Lego has definitely given me that exact thing. A really challenging build. The tree has really been a pain to build. Lining these up perfectly was a pain. You may remember the video I made talking about how challenging this was, and I wasn't exaggerating one bit. This tree, once completely built, is absolutely amazing in the detail that Lego has put into it. From the roots all the way up. It's been pretty challenging and interesting to build. I used Wolverine claws in green to make you think that that was a flower. That's a nice little bit of detail. This is something you would wear on your head. A bonnet. A Lego bonnet used as a rock. The water is just cool too. It's a nice continuation from the Ninjago City into the Ninjago City docks into this set. Alright, if you take this section off on the top, we'll go over it in a minute, but you have the Ronan's shop, and let's get a closer look. Some nice details stashed under Ronan's shop, and you can put Ronan's shop back on by attaching it just like this. You got to do it in a very specific way though, and it just attaches like that. Right there is where Ronan keeps extra supplies. So that's pretty funny. I don't know what these Easter eggs are. Can somebody tell me what they are? If you know, tell me in the comment section below. Just by the way it looks, I think this is meant to be a tea shop. You can correct me if I'm wrong here. There's a nice little plant detail there as well. And overall, this building is pretty decent. Not too much, but it's pretty good. Alright, here's the next shop. It is Ronan's. So that's cool. You can see there's a nice little water spigot there and a door that leads into his shop from the back, and a nice little sticker that I don't know what it means, but you guys can tell me what that means if you know what it is. There's another nice little Easter egg to the show, and that is the Blade Cup from Episode 9, The Royal Blacksmiths. And there's a sticker of all of Ninjago. And you would open that little hatch there to reveal what I showed you a little bit ago that's under Ronin's shop. I didn't know there was a trident in Ninjago. Is this a season 14 or 15 Easter egg? I have no idea. Here's another preview of what's under Ronin's shop. Here is how you put Ronin's shop on here. You just click it on there like that, and then you put the other shop on top, just like so. If I can fit it around here, you just fit it like this. This can be a little bit tricky. What you want to do here is you want to even this up. And as I said, a little bit tricky here. And it went on perfectly for me. So that's pretty cool. Now we're going to do this side. You can see some nice pipe detailing there. By the sign on the front, I can tell this is supposed to be a Chinese or Japanese restaurant. You can tell what they serve there on the sticker right there. And then you can see this is kind of where you line it up with the base of where you attach it to. As far as I know, there's no hidden Easter eggs in this part. You just have to line this up here and it will attach perfectly back on to where it belongs. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so this is the Ninjago fans house, and overall it's a pretty okay build. Like I said, all of these are always crammed to the max, and yeah, they do have a lot of detail hidden inside them if you can get over how small they are inside. So let's look at the inside of that. Focusing on the bed, you have a lamp there and a cover with Ninja on it. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. On your right is supposed to be the Catamaran Sea Battle from Ninjago Season 14. And on your left is supposed to be the island that they're going to in Season 14. Alright, so we're going to put this last little bit on here. And hopefully it lines up. Just like so. That was pretty easy. A nice little table right there. A place for Jay and Nia the set. Alright, now on to the second layer. Here is the second part of Ninjago City Gardens. Let's take a look at it. Let's start off here with taking a look at the tree here. And as you can see, it's nice and green texture. It's really good. You can kind of move it around a little bit. There. Then as a centerpiece, there is the Ninjago 10-year anniversary print. You might want to be careful with these lanterns because they'll be knocked off very easily. You can see this nice little centerpiece right here. Somebody tell me what these signs mean, because I have no idea. I'm taking that means the lobster shop from Ninjago City. Somebody please translate these stickers for me and tell me what they mean in the comment section below. There's also a sticker set right here and over here. If you look here, you can see Master Chen in minifigure form as a sign. And that's really nice attention to detail from the show. Because you just flip his legs or bend his legs backwards and you can put him in there. So that's pretty cool, and that's an extra minifigure you can have. Here that actually says something, but I have no idea what it says. I also have no idea what this sign says. Some nice references to noodle menus right there. And a Anaconda sticker right there. A sign right here that says toy and something else. We have a sticker right here. And a sticker right here. And a sticker right here. Here's an ice cream shop. We don't get very many of these in LEGO. If you speak Ninjago, please translate this. Tell me what these mean in the comment section below. Got some stairs coming up to the next level as well. Got an ice cream menu right there. Got some nice little items right here. Got a nice ice cream scooper thing right here. Guys, somebody dropped their ice cream cone. I really like this section. It's time to move on to the next one. Alright, so here is the third part of the Ninjago City Gardens. And there is more that goes on top of this. And we will review them separately. And then put them on there. This is the Ninjago fans apartment. You can take both sections off of this section and see what's inside. So let's do that. As you can see, whoever lives in this apartment is painting the Ninjago City Gardens. And you can take off the back as well. You can see there's also a bed there as well. And a little TV. Is that on the TV? Well, it's Gail Gossip. She gets a cameo in the set. And you can just push this on there like so. And that's the front part. I'll talk about this more in the ratings for the set, but the bad thing about some of these parts of this set is the pieces want to hang on if they have things that can be removable. Like this section can come off, but there might be two bricks that stay behind and make it hard to put it back on. Here is the back section of the fan apartment. And you can see how you put it back on is just attaching it right here. I love the Museum of History here, and I love the Chin's Noodle House in the other section. But the bad thing about it is that we might not get them separate in future sets just by themselves. It would be great to also have them as separate sets. And I feel like this has knocked us out of it. But that's just my opinion, and I'll express that more in the ratings for the set. First notable thing you can do is take the big wall piece off with the track. And I really like how they've added a lot of detail here, especially with that track piece. Turn this around here. The first Easter egg we have here is Sensei Yang and the Yang Blade. And over here we seem to have the Great Devourer. We have the picture of Ray and Maya from Hands of Time. That is all the Easter eggs for the little front wall here. Coming at the start here, we have a brick-built Destiny's Bounty with a camera right there. Seems here we have a new version of Pythor's staff from Season 2. Right here we have the picture of Sensei Wu and Garmadon in their younger years fighting the Time Twins. There's a secret reason they added the mechanic to this set, guys. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at all the details on this side. Alright, so here we have a crab. Here we have what seems to be an LED sign. Here we have a miniature Temple of Air Jitsu. I feel like this thing is like a postcard rack of some type. I have no idea who those pictures are. It looks like Nia and somebody else. And then there's a desk right there. You can see there's supposed to be what looks like a camera watching over the place, and it's keeping an eye on the realm crystal. Alright, this part can be very tricky, so just bear with me here as I try to put this wall in. You have to put it in very carefully now. If you don't put it in carefully, it won't fit. It should go in perfectly. See, I got it right the first time. There's just so much room in this area right here, and there's a sticker on that door right there. And the same little piece here is the same one on the front. You can see the little model of the Destiny's Bounty in there on display, and there's also more room right there. There's a lot of room in that little bit of area, somewhat, to put some minifigures even though it doesn't look like there's room. And that's a picture of Mega Monster Amusement Park, the amusement park in the show where Jay found his true potential. We're going to take a look at these sections, starting off with this. And you can see here that it has the little mechanic's assistant's bike that flies. You can see how it is attached here with a clear translucent pole piece, the same ones from the Minecraft sets. And no one is meant to live in this building, and you put it right over the Ninjago fans apartment that is attached to the museum. You can see all of the details around here. It even has a little vault that you can open, kind of. And yeah, that is about it for this section. And we're going to move over to this section. There's actually a part of it that goes on top, the radio tower, that looks like Borg Tower, but it is not Borg Tower, guys. And if you look, well, that's not supposed to fall off. Okay, it's not supposed to fall off, but yeah. So here we have the second part, and like I said, this part has something that I'll go over that goes over this, and we can kind of remove this because it is annoying. Well, that this section has this fish here, and over top of it has the radio tower. Now this fish is likely to come off if you're not careful. It is prone to coming off of the hinges here, and you can see the little telescope that can easily break off as well if you're not careful. And if you go inside, let me just remove this for the sake of it not getting in the way. And can somebody tell me what kind of fish that is in the comment section below? There is a chair here. There is a chair there where you can sit somebody. And you've got a video game console that actually works. I don't know if you can see, but there's an actual gimmick to playing this console here that I am trying to move, and everything is slightly falling apart, falling down. And if we move in here, you can see, just like in the Ninjago movie Destiny's Bounty, there is a picture of all of the ninja. And right here, it looks like Prime Empire. And on the back here, you can lower this down when it's attached to the other parts of the gardens as a ladder. So that's cool. And it kind of makes a hidden entrance in a way. And you also have a Space Police poster. Just like from the Ninjago City set, you have movie posters of different types. So, yeah, that's cool. Now, let's check out the part that goes on top. Alright, we're going to start off here with this section. This is what many people thought was Borg Tower, but it's not. There's actually another section here. See, there's actually two sections, and I'll get to this one in just a second. But you can see, as you can see here, it does kind of look like Borg Tower, but what I really think it is that communication radio tower that Lloyd and the Elemental Masters had to take back during the events of Hunted. That makes sense more than Borg Tower, because Borg Tower was actually scrapped from a prototype of this set, and they said they wanted to make it later down the line. And you can, move these up if you want. I don't know why you would want to move these up, but I can see where people are coming from on how this kind of looks like the top of Borg Tower when you have it stacked up. So now let's get to the other section. So right here we have the base of the radio tower, and you can connect it onto the top by those two pieces right here and right here. And as you can see, there's a few items inside of here. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to see them real good, so I'm going to have to take them out one by one, it looks like, and show them to you. So the first thing we have here, it looks like a reference to the Ninjago movie, and we're going to zoom in very carefully. And here you can see that there's a robot shark. There was a robotic shark set in the Ninjago movie, so you could kind of say that that's a reference to either Jaws or the Ninjago movie set. Then we have Johnny Thunder as a movie poster as well. So that's pretty cool. And you can store them inside of this tower thing. And then we have the Legacy J suit that for some reason Jay has put in this radio tower. Like I said, I have an interesting theory about what this radio tower actually is. It's possibly the radio tower from Hunted. And so, yeah, that's kind of a weird thing, but it could be. And just looking at this set, or looking at this section of the set, there's nothing really in it. It's just a storage unit thing. I don't know what it's supposed to actually be here. And what you do is you can put this, you can combine these together. Let's take a look at that. Alright, I can't even get this on frame when it's stacked together. That's how crazy it looks and how big it is that it goes off camera in a way. But I can see how easily this is mistaken for Borg Tower. It's got the diamond shaped here. The look of it kind of feels like Borg Tower. And I really do think it is a radio station tower. Now there is something inside of here, but I don't know if I can get to that I meant to get to that or not. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And it does go on top of the little fish, the little gaming arcade thing. Alright, this is the Museum of History roof here. And as you can see, there are two things to notably point out. One is the Japanese cherry blossom tree, and the other is that animal that is attached under the clear pieces. And we're going to start off with the cherry blossom tree. This is a Japanese cherry blossom tree, and it's really good for something in Lego. Normally I have a hard time with this type of thing, but I think I did a pretty good job with it. And I think it's really nice detailed. And it's a Japanese cherry blossom tree. I believe this is the Grundle featured in Season 2, the episode titled Child's Play, where they turn into kids. And then the second episode of Possession with Moro. I believe this is the Grundle that was featured in both episodes. I can't say that for sure, but if anybody can tell me if I'm right, then I would greatly appreciate that. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We have the memorial to Zane from the rebooted finale. You can see some bridges connecting to each side there. And you can see some lily pad details. And just like the main part of the set, there is these little translucent blue tiles that make up the water. And that's very nice there. There you can see the shrine itself looking nice. You can see some rock detailing there as well. You can see the Zane statue is very accurate to how he looked in the show as a statue. Now, this does not exactly count as a minifigure, just like the chin little thing in the noodle shop doesn't count as a minifigure, even though it kind of is. It doesn't count in the minifigure count as a minifigure. It's kind of a secret minifigure, just like the chin thing. So that's cool. And then you can see what it looks like from the back. We're going to go on to the minifigures, and they're going to be in two separate sections. You'll know what I mean in a minute. We're going to take a look at this Golden Wu here. You can see how cool it is to see Sensei Wu in gold. And then you can see the 10-year anniversary printed piece. There's actually two of them in this set. One of them is attached to the tree. The other one is here. And we can turn it around and you can see the back torso and the little bit of hair coming off of the head there. I don't know if you can see the facial detailing there, but it is very nice, and you can see the torso detailing and leg detailing there. Here's a good look at the facial detailing. Do this in two parts. There's going to be the non-ninja section, which will have like Ronin and the mechanic and Clutch Powers and Misako and some of the regular citizens. And then there's going to be the ninja section where Jay, Cole, Nia, Lloyd, Zane, and Kai will be shown off. And then we're going to go on to the ratings. We have the ninja section. We have Jay in his casual suit, Nia in her casual suit, Lloyd in his legacy suit, Zane in his legacy suit, Cole in his casual suit, and Kai in his legacy suit. Here you can see all of them from the front, and you can see Zane and Kai with their gear on. You can see all of the back torso detailings, and then you can see that all of them have a double-sided face, but Zane. And now on to the non-ninja section. You can see the first part of the non-ninja section. We have the mechanic with his chainsaw weapon, Misako, Ronin, Clutch Powers with his clutch bag, if you want to call it that, and the mechanic's assistant with a crystal, and Ronin and the mechanic's assistant named Cece is the only minifigures here with leg detailing. There you can see all of them from the front. Also, Ronin has a brand new face. So Misako, Clutch Powers, and Cece are the only ones to have double-sided faces. and you can see all of the back torso detailings there. Good look at Scoop, the robot. This is the second part of the non-ninja section. We have the ice cream guy, the karate girl, the business guy that actually uses Klaus's hair and Youngwoo's face. We have somebody who has gone to the ice cream shop and a young Ninjago fan, and then another Ninjago fan there. Here you can see what all of them look like from the front. See all their back torso detailings, and you can notice that the karate girl, the business guy, and the Ninjago fan all have double-sided faces. I'm going to do 2 ratings. I want to do for the minifigures and then the set overall. So the minifigures, they get a 10. Now let's go on to the actual set. Hope you have enjoyed this review. I'm going to give this set a 10. The minifigures are great. The build was great to work on for several weeks. And I just love this set. It's the first time I've gotten a set over $100 that I would normally get at Disney World. And I got it early. So, yeah, it's just really a good set. And if you have the money, I would highly recommend getting it. So if you did enjoy this review, then I would ask you to please kindly comment, like, and subscribe. And I know this has been a long video for you guys to have to go through. So if you made it to the end, I really appreciate that. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.